Super Bowl rings, I just want to play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready. Check, 59. Run it. Slam.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And incomplete to open things up. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, but it'll be second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Newton. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Well, this throw caught left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Ian Thomas got pressed into action early his rookie season as All-Pro tight end Greg Olsen went down with an injury. Ended up with 36 catches, and they definitely see him as the future once Olsen decides to hang it up and maybe become a broadcaster.
Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
At the 13-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he is all the way up past the 25. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to get up here to the 26. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know, you're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs? One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Set. Luckk313's.
45. You gonna see me?
Gun.
You gonna see me in your nightmares?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, and he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Ready, blue lady. Hey, quick lane.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 31. Check.
From the 44, Ryan throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to go up top, and he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington, and the Redskins there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
To the set. 180. Check 45 to Mike. I get it.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan on the move to his left. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. 3rd down here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this ball's going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Now Newton on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this... will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They are in the second quarter down in Miami. The Bills have taken an early lead against the Dolphins. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
To throw again on second down. Ryan. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. They give to Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Going quickly out wide to Moore. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings us third and 10.
Set up. 18 Gator.
45. Drop deep, drop deep.
Get it.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 24, Allen into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Freeman again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the set.
Mark 59. Silver.
They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis.
Run.
In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. From the 22, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Bang, 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 bang.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has pitched the shutout now. They probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch that street. Watch that 51, down. Mike 56, Mike 56. 51, down. I'm here all night.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
54, south. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Mike 54, 22. 61, matchbox, lights.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Addison able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On the toss, here's Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Newton flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Grady Jarrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's 4th down.
Big 20. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Back to throw, Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Check nickel. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Here's Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
56 is the mark. Take me out. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 24. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 26-yard line.
Ready, blue 80. White 25. 56. I don't even know why this team showed up. You gon' take. You got take.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They don't go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Davis now. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. Newton on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Clock management 101.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So for Atlanta, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else, in their sanity as they move to 4-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.